So many people consider this one of the worst ones, but I don't see it. I don't know why some people call this movie one of the worst ones of the bunch. Is it unnecessary? Sure. Is the Lego animation a little bit choppy? Sure. But I always really like this one. And to me, it kind of feels like a loving tribute and throwback to the old school Universal monsters. What I mean by that? Well, let's discuss. What's up? What's happening? It's going to be welcome back to Animation Station. I'm such a fan of the NFT animation, including a current Soul and K9 and this group of mentally kids. Welcome to Lego Scooby-Doo Haunted Hollywood. This is a movie that I saw a good few years back for the first time, and just recently watched today. I've always really liked this one. It kind of feels like classic Scooby-Doo, but done with the Mystery Incorporated era style, while also, of course, having 3D animation as opposed to 2D animation since this is Legos. And I think the Lego style really works here. There's some funny jokes, there's some goofy little gags, and the minifigures themselves look great. Obviously, this was made to help promote the brand new Lego Scooby-Doo toy line back in those days. And that toy line was awesome, by the way. I still wish I had that Haunted Mansion set. It was so cool. But aside from that, how's the movie itself? It's great. Like, I really enjoy this one. I love its story. I love its movie studio setting. I like the mystery. I like the characters. I really like the voice acting. And it really does feel like a tribute to both old school Scooby-Doo, while also feeling like a loving tribute to the old school Universal movies of like the 30s and 40s, you know, Dracula, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, you know, all the classics. And not only that, but the twist at the end is also really cool too, and it's a reference to the legendary Lon Chaney, who, for those of you that don't know who that is, it's the guy that was in, what was it called? Not Nosferatu, the other one. Phantom of the Opera. Yes, the classic Phantom of the Opera. The very first Phantom of the Opera. And of course, then he was also in a bunch of other roles. He was obviously in the silent era of the horror, but that's a whole other discussion for another day. Point is, this is a great Scooby-Doo movie. It's a loving tribute to old school horror movies as well as old school Scooby-Doo. It has a lot of those vibes of like classic Scooby-Doo, Where Are You vibes. And I really enjoy that. It has atmosphere, it has great writing, it has a great setting. I love the movie setting. Like, the whole movie studio thing is great. There's some great jokes and great gags thrown in there, especially ones that obviously coerce with the Lego style and how everything is built out of bricks. But it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun movie. I had a great time with it. And I will never understand why people dislike it, aside from maybe, I don't know, maybe you just don't like Legos. Who knows? Point is, I always really enjoy this one, and if you haven't seen it yet, you definitely need to. Final verdict is a high 9 out of 10. Why is it not a 10? Because the writing is a bit hit or miss. I will 100% admit that. The writing is really good, but at times it can be very hit or miss. Sometimes it lands, and other times it can be a bit like, you really wrote that in there? Really? But my little nitpicking aside, it's a great film. You definitely need to check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for our big Halloween special of the year with Curse of the Speed Demon. Hoping it's not as bad as I remember it.